course you're saying to yourself, this isn't the same title, the same intro, the same background, and it doesn't even sound like it's going to be the same content. What is this video on the channel? Yeah, you're right. Okay, so you're used to seeing the Dresden Childlings episode recaps on the FateMaster Cesium channel, and this is not one of those. What it is sort of a bridge video. It's an introductory video. It's a little bit of news about another video series about tabletop RPGs that is going to start appearing on the FateMaster Cesium YouTube channel, along with the Dresden Childlings episode summaries. So my friend Phil, whom I've been gaming with for decades, he watched episode 0 of the Dresden Childlings video series, my sort of intro episode, and he got very excited. He really liked the idea of it, which of course came from the Dungeon Minister. If you don't watch the Dungeon Minister, I highly recommend you watch his videos. They're lots of fun. And my channel is sort of modeled after the Dungeon Ministers. Phil saw my first my episode 0, and he contacted me and he said, "Dude, that's a great idea that you're doing that video series." He says, "You and I should do a video series together." And I said, "That's a really great idea." Because every time Phil and I get together, you know, once we get on the topic of gaming, I mean, we just have so much fun. We go in all different directions with it. We've got so much to say and so many great ideas. We like to collaborate on storylines for various games. We just have a blast. And to do that in front of a camera, I think would be extraordinarily not only entertaining for viewers, but informative, especially for folks who are maybe new to gaming, but even for folks that are grognards like us, old-time gamers, I think would just have a blast watching Phil and me discuss as grognards, as grognards, our experiences and our ideas about gaming. And so that's what we did. Phil got himself a video software program, an app, I don't know what the kids are calling them these days, where we were able to do a split screen, and I'm on one side and he's on the other, and we're just recording our dialogue. It's called Iris. We're not happy with it. We have a few episodes in the can, as they say in the business, which they also say in the business, which means that we've got some episodes that we've recorded, and we're going to release them eventually, one after the other, on a weekly basis. But we're not happy with the sound quality of the episodes that we have in the can. We think that Iris really dropped the ball on the sound, and so we're looking for a new recording app. So if anybody has a recommendation, please leave it either in the comments of this video or other videos in this series, or you can leave it in the comments of any of the Dresden Childlings episode recap videos. But just get that information to us, and we'll be happy to look into whatever software you recommend. In the meantime, we're going to release the episodes that we've recorded. We'll ask you to please bear with us. We know the recording sound, the audio is not so great, and it does get better as each episode goes along. Within that one episode, the audio starts out bad, and then it gets a little bit better, but it's never sounds great. So we're working on that, we promise you. The release of a second video series on this channel is something that I kind of struggled with. I thought, well, can I do that? You know, people come to the FateMaster Cesium YouTube channel to watch the Dresden Childlings session recaps, and is it going to be confusing for viewers for me to introduce a second video series and intersperse episodes of one series with another? And then I thought, nah, tabletop RPG folks are smart folks, and it's not going to confuse anybody. And besides, just like I took a page from the Dungeon Minister in making the first video series, the Dresden Childlings episode recap series, I am taking a page from another great tabletop RPG YouTuber, the Dungeon Delver. If you don't know the Dungeon Delver, I think you should check out his videos. I think you'll have a lot of fun with him. He actually has practically a different video series each night of the week. He's got like his Monday night mashup, where he's got his Tuesday live stream and game where he actually runs an Advanced Dungeons and Dragons game for his players, and he records it. He's got Wastrel Wednesdays where he runs Classic Traveler, talks about Classic Traveler, and then runs a game of Classic Traveler for a group. He's got Thirsty Thursdays where he reads old Advanced Dungeons and Dragons materials, and Friday Fallout where he runs a Gamma World game. I mean, every night of the week there's something fun to watch, and he's a great YouTuber for tabletop RPG content. So I figured if he could do a different video series every night of the week, I could certainly just add a second one to my YouTube channel. And so that's what I'm doing. And, you'll know from just the thumbnail that it's, which video series it is, because it'll say the Dresden Childlings in the title below the thumbnail, and or it'll say the Grognards of Gaming, the Grognards of Gaming. That's going to be the title of the new video series. And also, if the titles don't give it away, the background will give it away. I'm going to continue to record the Dresden Childling episodes in the same seat that I've been sitting in to record all of the previous ones. And I'm going to sit here for all of the Grognards of Gaming episodes. So you'll be able to tell by the thumbnail which video series it is. You'll be able to tell from the titles. And, this was inevitable that I was going to have to come up with some additional content because the Dresden Childlings episodes, the sessions that I run for my gaming group, Beth and Rob and Mara, they only happen every other Sunday evening. But I've been releasing the episode recaps every week. So, fortunately, before I started recording the episode recaps, I think we were up to like episode 10 in the game, maybe even more. So I had plenty of material. I started to record, plenty of videos. I had them all in the can, and but what's been in the can is getting lesser and lesser because I'm releasing them every week, even though I'm only running bi-weekly games. So it was going to happen, mathematically speaking, that at some point I was going to catch up to the games that I'm running, and I wasn't going to be able to release weekly videos, weekly Dresden Childling episode recaps anymore. That was going to happen eventually. Hasn't happened yet, but it was going to happen eventually. So now Phil and I will be recording Grognards of Gaming episodes every week, and therefore I'll be able to release an episode every week on my YouTube channel, whether it's going to be the Dresden Childlings session recap or whether it's going to be an episode of Grognards of Gaming. And, maybe I'll alternate one after the other, or I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet, but, maybe by the time you're watching this, it will have already, you'll see what I have figured out. So, let me tell you what's coming for you with the Grognards of Gaming. So coming up, we're going to do our introductory episode 1 or something like that, or maybe we called it episode 0. It's our origin stories. We're going to talk about how we got into gaming. It's a lot of fun, very entertaining. And then after that, we're going to release episode after episode, week by week, where we're going to talk about, all different kinds of topics that will be of interest to old-time gamers, the Grognards, the Grognards, and new gamers who are looking to hear from more experienced gamers. So we'll talk about, favorite systems, favorite genres. We'll talk about GMing hacks. We'll talk about toxic players and other pitfalls, and so much great content. I'm really excited. I actually every time Phil and I finish a recording session, I say to Phil, "Man, that was better than the last one. Even this is really great stuff. I can't wait to release this." And so now I'm going to start to release it, and I'm very excited about that. And between Phil and me, we've got 8 decades of tabletop RPG experience between the two of us. So this is informative content. And on top of that, Phil is just one of the greatest GMs I've ever had the pleasure to tabletop RPG with, and he admires my GMing as well. He's also a great player. You know, when I'm GMing him, or when I'm part of the adventuring party with him, he's just a great player to have around the table. He feels that way about me, and he's also one of the funnest and funniest guys I know. So, not only is this video series, The Grognards of Gaming, going to be informative, you are really going to enjoy it. It's going to make you laugh. It's going to entertain you. If you don't like The Grognards of Gaming, you are just trying to not have a good time. That's all I'm going to say. And if you like the Dresden Childlings video series that I've been putting out on this YouTube channel, you're really going to like The Grognards of Gaming. It's going to be much better, because it's not just going to be me. It's not going to be me just lecturing into a camera. It's going to be Phil there too, and he's great fun and super smart. And we really like bounce ideas and riff off of each other, and it's going to be so much fun. You're just going to love it. It's going to be double the fun, at least, of the Dresden Childling stuff. So I look forward to putting those episodes out. They'll be coming soon. Keep an eye out for them, and I hope you enjoy watching them as much as Phil and I are enjoying making them. And I hope you continue to enjoy the Dresden Childlings episode recaps. I'll keep releasing those as well. So that's it, everybody. That's all I wanted to tell you with this video. And I guess I'll see you on the other end. All right, take care. Thanks, folks.